favorite smoking show. It's Bongs and Bangers, another episode for your motherfucking head top. You know me, I am the host who smokes the most, GQ, aka Gianni Bravo, TG Bongweiler, also known as. In the house today, we have this gentleman right here I have known since the age of 12 years old.
It's my motherfucking 10-year right here.
That's right. And let me tell you something. This is a talented young gentleman who's been working hard in music and everything that surrounds music for a very long time. So I'm very, very honored to have him here and talk about his newest project. From Gill To, my boy, my dog, Teyo.
Don't know. You already know it's your boy Teyo World, aka Mr. Take Yo Girl.
Whoop!
If you don't know me, get familiar. If you ain't heard of me, you must be motherfucking deaf, nigga.
Do you fucking understand what's happening right now? Do you understand how fucking important this fucking interview is? We're gonna have a lot of shit to fucking kick, man.
Real talk.
So get comfortable. Teyo, today we have to give the people what we're smoking on.
Okay.
So, I'm smoking on that raspberry purple, aka the raspberry kush. Very, very beautiful, potent strains. Magic. I love it.
Me?
Teyo, what are you smoking on today, bro?
I don't got enough to show y'all at the moment.
But it's bust down.
It's busted. And I'm smoking on that pink mixed with a little bit of grubber. You get me?
Ooh, that's right. The real Caribbean way. Yes, indeed. What? All right. Just cause it's here. Let's start off the show with a bomb. I'm gonna hit one right now. Teyo, how are you today, man? How's your weekend going?
I'm blessed, you know. I was working, doing a lot behind the scenes.
Yes.
Doing a lot in front of the camera too.
That's right. You just dropped the new video.
Forgive Me.
Tell them about it.
Forgive Me is off my up and coming EP. I'm gonna be dropping that soon. It's gonna be called Teyo World, and that's not even like the hottest track off of it. It's just one.
That's
of
just
a
a little
banger
Lucy
off
that you're
of it.
throwing out first.
I'm just throwing it out first just to give him a little preview. You get me?
Whoa!
Shot by E-Prod. Shout out E-Prod.
We have to give credit where credit is due, I think, and I think that's very important to this show because that's what this show fucking capitalizes on. Now, would you like to hit a bomb before we start?
I'm blessed.
All right. So I'm gonna pull up the topics and we're gonna get into it right now because I want to talk about Lil Wayne's Funeral album. Newest album by Wayne. Honestly, my favorite project, and I'm going to tell you why in a second. But, were you looking for a Wayne project? Because you came up in the era where I came up.
Well,
and he was fucking important as shit to us, bro.
I wasn't expecting it, but I think it was wicked how he put out like the 24-track thing right after Kobe and stuff, you know? So it's like, he's still out there.
That was a solid dedication. And you know what? Actually, before we really get into it, let's dedicate a solid 8 seconds, moment of silence to the man Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace. My favorite basketball player of all time. Let's do that right now, please. We love you. Mama forever.
R.I.P. Kobe. R.I.P. his daughter. R.I.P. everybody.
R.I.P. Gianna, R.I.P. everybody who was in that tragic accident. This is the first episode since then. That's why we're doing it on this episode because the episode that we dropped around his passing was actually shot prior to him passing. So I wanted to make sure we do that here. All right? Now, Lil Wayne was a huge fan of Kobe. He appreciated everything that Kobe did for the game of basketball as Wayne is such a heavy influence in sports. He loves fucking sports, right? Big Green Bay Packers fan. Now, my favorite personally off the album is Do It. The Big Sean and Lil Baby.
That's my favorite too. But I gotta say, Big Sean killed that too. Big Sean is like a goat to me still. He's been one of my favorites. And not to downplay Lil Wayne.
No.
But
no.
I don't know, Big Sean killed that.
No, you know what? Wayne, I think always gets the credit where his credit is due. You know what I'm saying? I think it's clear that he is the guy when it comes to who influenced this generation. It was him. Look at 80% of the rappers right now, dreads, face tats. All this is from Wayne. You know what I'm saying? So
he is a GOAT for sure.
He is the father of a lot of these kids in today's game.
But you really like Funeral, right?
Bro, okay, so I have a question for you. Did you listen to Carter 5?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Was Funeral better than Carter 5?
In my honest opinion,
Nope. Now we got something here. Now we are cooking, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh, I forgot. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Don't forget. Sometimes I forget. But you, please, do not forget that. We always want you to stick around and know what's going on. Now I'll tell you firsthand, bro. Funeral was way better.
Yeah.
For me, way better, dog. Way better. And I'll tell you why. Because Funeral is it's Wayne now. Carter 5 was Wayne in a different headspace.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a Wayne throughout the headspace of him being okay with Birdman, then struggling throughout that whole period, and then coming out of that. So there's songs on there where, for me, like, yeah, I could tell it's old. I still fucked with it heavy. But they didn't have much replay value after the first, like, 5 listens because the record, the beat is old. You could kind of feel it. Some shit from Wayne, yes, is classic. There's a couple songs on there. I'm gonna pull up the track list right now, actually, so we could be a little bit more strategic with our shit. You know what I'm saying?
The way I see it, though.
Please, give it to me.
I looked at like Funeral more like a mixtape and Carter like an album. If you look at the features alone on Carter, it was Kendrick Lamar, Travis Scott, this, that, Swiss Beats.
All the big ones, the bigger names.
Like that track with Travis Scott, I don't know how that didn't have a star beside it on the album on iTunes and shit, because that shit's a fucking banger, bro. Like, that shit is stupid hot. Uproar, that was a banger. This shit flooded the internet, went viral. Like, you know what I mean? Fucking. There's a couple other bangers in there.
Holy.
A good one, eh?
Oh man.
Sounds like me after one.
Alright. So you are indeed very right. I've heard a lot of aspects that say the Funeral was more like a mixtape vibe, and Carter 5 was more that album feel. Uproar, you're right. Definitely took over the fucking internet. Viral fucking moment. Like, for real. I feel awkward. I keep having to move this bong. We're in a new fucking place right now, and we're just taking the podcast on the road. So, like, the bong is going to be moving around. Don't mind me. But for me, personally, maybe I was always more the mixtape Wayne anyways. I was more favorite to mixtape Wayne anyways. So, like, maybe I'm fucking biased a little bit. So maybe that is the case. But, like, I don't know, man. For me, I love Wayne projects, period. So anything that he's dropping, I'm tuning in. It doesn't matter how fucking old he is. It doesn't matter how fucking old I am. That shit is always, like, he's a fucking timeless artist to me. You know what I'm saying? He's so important to the culture.
I almost feel like he was looking at the Carter 5, like, his prior Carters were fired, You have to keep up when you're coming with the Carter 5, you know what I'm saying?
That's valid. That's very valid. That's a good point, fam.
He's a hustler, so the Funeral is probably like a mashup of tracks to put out 24 exact tracks in honor of Kobe, you know what I mean? So it's like...
Yeah, because a lot of people were saying that the music was too much. But now, like, when you put it like that's a good point. He dedicated that whole shit to Kobe. Kobe was this fucking boy. Like they did that Vibe cover together back in the day. It was a Vibe or a Source cover. It was both of them together on that shit. He did so many songs dedicated to Kobe. So like when you put out 24 records, it's not that it's too much music. You know what I think, fam? I think people don't appreciate shit like that no more, bro.
Like
in our generation, bro, albums used to be 18 songs long. That was like the minimum.
Facts.
Now shit is what, 12?
Everything's EPs these days. I can't even talk shit because I'm dropping my second EP just now.
Yeah, but as artists, you have to stay current with the times, right?
Yeah.
So if that's what it is, then that's what it is. There's only the greats who can do a lot more tracks on their fucking albums. Chris Brown, Wayne, those are the guys who are doing extended fucking albums. You know what I'm saying? Drake. Those are those guys. So, we're talking about greats. Nas just fucking blessed the youngest and most upcoming kid in the game with a fucking verse, and it wasn't even no bullshit. We're talking about Lil Nas X. His new record, Rodeo, is featuring Big Dog OG Nasir Jones. Can we get a fucking air horn for this kid right now? Oh, that's a rock.
That's big still.
You know
Lil
what I'm
Nas
saying?
got Big Nas on the track.
Exactly, dog.
Yeah,
that's fucking huge.
I rate that. Paying respects and everything.
Yeah. The light just came on.
Turned off before too.
It happened before too.
Yeah.
I noticed that. I didn't know which light it was.
We're gonna have to I hope that's okay.
You know, podcast.
Look, it's a we're taking the podcast on the road for a couple weeks, so you guys are gonna have to work with us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Lil Nas X gets Big Nas, as you said, on the record. And like for me, bro, when I saw it, I was like, okay, he's gonna give him like, I don't know, maybe like a 12, some small, some light. When I heard the verse, that shit was hard. He didn't give him no fucking garbage fucking
And the thing is,
verse.
I always used to wonder how Nas felt about Lil Nas taking his name and then
You have to. You
know,
have
like,
to wonder how he feels about that, bro.
like it's a total different style of music. It's not really like hip hop. If you're gonna be Lil Nas, I expect you to come with the bars.
The bars, exactly. If you're gonna use that name, it has a certain standard that it carries.
But clearly Nas
Respects it.
Yeah, respects it. Doesn't have no problem with it. Just paying respect to the music, you know.
Which is huge, man. Which is huge, bro. They're like, for that time and that era that we grew up in, for times to be the way they are now, I salute Lil Nas X for being able to get a verse from Nas. Because Nas is my favorite MC. My favorite MC. You can't tell me nothing when a man raps a story backwards in rewind. Like, fam, that's the epitome of greatness as an MC. You know what I'm saying? Well, fucking right. Alright. But sticking to the new kids and the new lane, A Boogie. Oh, and you know what? Salute to Lil Nas X for dropping a fire fucking video. That video was fucking amazing, bro. Amazing. Nas as Morpheus, great concept. Great fucking concept. Blew me away. But A Boogie,
Nice motherfucking turning off. And
it's
shit.
fucking censored, bro. But I think the lighting will be okay. I think we should be okay. A Boogie, King of My City, just dropped his new single. Video is out. Had all the jokers in the motherfucking background and shit. That shit was fucking sick. To me personally, I thought every joker should have been wearing a suit. But that's just my opinion. What did you think of the record? What do you think A Boogie?
I think A Boogie goes hard, but like the record's hard. I think the video was a sick, like grungy video, but it didn't seem very budgeted.
Very New York-esque.
I feel like could have done more with like the Joker shit. I was like, yo, is there gonna be a storyline or some shit? You know?
Yeah,
At
yeah.
the start,
That's what I thought
Yeah,
too.
at the
That's what I
start,
thought too.
yeah, I was like, okay, this is a sick cinematic music video I'm about to watch right now, you know? But it was sick. It was sick.
Moderate at its best, though, like to your standards. Well, bro, you know what? Videos were important to us back in the day. We watched 106 in Park. We sat there and watched BT Rap City. Like,
106 in Park still rock, right?
I don't know.
I can't even lie. I have
I
no
don't know.
idea.
Audience? 106 in Park still around? Somebody want to Google it? You have data right now? Google that shit. See if it's around. But that's what I'm saying. So like, for us, videos were so fucking important growing up. Videos were like a staple. We used to run home and watch 106 in Park.
Exactly.
So, like, they're
And
coming
then
back
download
now.
that
But
shit on LimeWire.
we were savages.
Winamax.
LimeWire,
Bear share.
Crosswire, BearShare. We were savages. We were savages, man.
We need some pew for that.
Yeah, hold on. Let's give us a fucking.
Do you actually still make episodes?
Yeah.
Nah.
No.
106 in Park is cancelled.
Stop
The
that in 2014.
The internet
Makes sense.
extended that, eh?
There's 3,710 episodes apparently, but I don't know.
I
if
believe
that's-
it. I believe it.
They stopped in 2014. Am I late?
4
bro?
years they grinded out almost 4,000 episodes. It's almost 1,000 a year.
Yo, fam. I feel old.
I know, I feel old too. 2014, that's 6 years ago. We cherish that shit.
Madness.
Bro, my house just went up. My fucking childhood home just went up for a second. On Archbury.
No, where we shot the video, 93. Nothing to do.
No, not that house. No, not that house. They're not moving from there. They're the old house. The one that you helped me move from. That's how far me and Teyo go back. This man helped me move my house with
Back
my
to
parents'
elementary
house.
school days. Back to elementary school days.
When you used to wear your fitted like this.
This.
Teyo used to wear his fitted on his eyebrows.
Back in the grungy days, you get me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like how you're wearing your hat right now.
Yo. Alright, so you know what? That's a good segue because since we've known each other for so long, we might as well get into our interview. So, From Gill To Teyo is out right now. We're gonna get into the project
On all streaming
on
platforms.
all streaming platforms.
Get that now.
Please
Stream
go
that
download.
now.
Trust me, you're gonna want to hear this music. It's fucking awesome. It's an awesome project. Do not sleep on this shit.
There's a story behind it as well.
Hold on, we're gonna dive into that in a second. I want to give some people some backstory. All right. So, when me and Teyo became friends, he was already rapping, but I didn't know too much. Like I didn't know too much about the music. That shit was gonna trip. But I hope the fucking editing is gonna be good. On this
Nah,
episode.
it'll be blessed. It'll be blessed.
We love y'all.
It's just, I thought I blinked on
Yo, so but when me and Teyo first met, what he had told me was, because I asked him, I always loved hip hop as a kid. So I asked him, like, yo, how did you get into hip hop? Correct me if I'm wrong. Your dad put you on your first record.
Yep. Shout out Pops.
Big Pops.
Shout out my dad. Yeah, he used to be into the whole hip hop stuff. He made his first song when he was about 14. So like, he used to.
Pops was a hip hop head.
Yeah,
So that's roots right there.
He made me and my little sister when I was about 8 years old. She was about like 4 years old. We were sitting at the side of the bed with a tape recorder recording our track ABCs and 1, 2, 3s for you and me.
That's what he had you fucking just like testing out,
Yeah.
just to see what it was like.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick still. So like when did you decide you actually wanted to make music for yourself, or was that instilled so young that you always chased that? Like you always needed a mic. They always had a microphone for you.
So like at first it didn't start me wanting to record songs. Like I thought it was cool hearing me on the recording, yeah, but I'll take you back to like my Brampton days when I was younger, living in Brampton, going to Good Shepherd. There was my boy Chris Rodriguez, R.I.P. Chris Rodriguez. He would always rap at recess, dissing everybody, and everybody would love it.
Yeah, I think it just finished. Hit it. Sorry.
So yeah, he would always at recess. So he'd always be just rapping, dissing everybody, and everybody would love it. And I thought it was hilarious, and I was like, yo, I do this at home with my dad. You know, like I could do that. I could rap. You know, like
Okay, yeah, you put two and two together.
but still, I didn't have like that confidence. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And then I would do it low key with my boys here and there, but not in a crowd of people and stuff.
No freestyle sessions,
Yeah.
no ciphers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
okay.
then it got to me moving to Bolton, and I had my boy Carlo and my boy Simon say to me, "Yo,
Shout out Carlo.
shout out my boy Carlo. You know, still here until he made this shirt for me, by the way. But friggin',
Always drop the bomb.
they said to me they wanted to make their first track,
Mm.
and I was like, okay, yeah, we'll do it.
Mm.
I listed on it. They ended up making a track or something. I was like, wait, what? You guys did it? They got this little.
They
dollar
did it without you.
Yeah, they got this little dollar store mic. I was like, yo, one you guys.
No
Yo.
lie.
I'm gonna come do this too, yo. What the hell? So then I showed them what I could do, and then after, like, yeah, I don't know. I just kept going with it. I was addicted.
You know what? I didn't even know that.
Mhm.
I didn't know Carlo was the one who kind of like pushed you
Back
to
up.
do it. Yeah.
Yeah, because like they did it
That's
when they were
sick.
chilling. I was like, yo, one you guys, yo. I wanted to show you guys what I could do. You know, yo, I'll come
That's
do, you know?
sick that he pushed you into that. I had no idea. That's funny as fuck.
And then we just joined this site, Let's Beef. We started battling on this
Yo,
site.
I
Let's
remember
Beef.
you telling me about this site. Let's Beef.
We used to battle heavy on this site, heavy. And
You just used to type your bars.
you could
right?
type them, you could do audio and everything, and then that's when I got into like learning how to mix and everything, and then I figured out how I could mix. I was like, yo, bro, I'm putting out my tracks. And this was
You
about
taught yourself how to mix.
this was about grade 6, 7.
Okay, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
And then bang, started putting out my stuff on YouTube. Just YouTube. You know?
Okay, perfect segue. So I went back and dug up some YouTube videos. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna give you some stats on some old Teyo records. They're under the name Gill To.
I used to go by the name Gill
He
To.
used to go by the name Gill To. There's
G-I-double-L-T.
There's another guy out there who's named Gill To, but this was the original one. Anyways, I'm not gonna get into that.
Mm.
But so the first one I pulled up was the TikTok remix, Kesha.
I used to remix track.
Now I remember this record, and I remember this remix because when I heard it, I remembered the bars. Kesha was a big artist in like, I don't know, like 2010, 2009. And this record right now sits at 27,000 plays on YouTube. 27,000.
You know?
That's fucking crazy. And that record was a hit. For like, in all honesty, when we were coming up, it was cool to remix the party record. Tyga was doing it. Chris Brown was doing it. There was quite a few cats out there who were doing it. Flo Rida was out spitting on party tracks. So, Teyo was right in that lane. 27,000.
Mm-hmm.
Then,
And that was good for back then. That was wicked.
fam, even when you listen, okay, some shit is off in that, but your flow
Mm-hmm.
is on par with the beat, and that's hard to do when you're on party records.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's Miami bounce music kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? So then I came across something a little bit more trap, and this is where his versatility comes into play, and this is where we're gonna talk about it, because he did the Tony Montana remix. Now at the time, everybody was hopping on that Tony Montana beat. That's when Future was just starting to pop. That was like his first big hit after that really he had like a soft record. I don't remember the name of the record, but it was on the Pluto album.
Moon. I'll look it up. I know which one it is.
See if somebody can pull it up.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking
But he came back on some trap. This when he came back on some trap shit and dropped Tony Montana. If I'm not mistaken, Tony Montana was after that R&B record. Excuse me. Yeah, I know. Okay, relax. But what I was saying was when I pulled up this record, okay, not only does Gilly have, sorry, my mistake.
We go back.
That's a name we call him. That's not a name he goes by. When Teyo dropped this record, okay, I remember it vividly because I remember the music video. The music video was shot black and white at the beginning, transition to color. Mark my words, did you not edit this video yourself?
Yeah.
This is how early this is, okay? 10,000 views on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Now you guys have to understand, we were early on YouTube. Teyo, the boys that I used to run with back in the day, we were heavy on YouTube early.
There's only like the D Prides.
Shout out Russell.
Russell, he goes by
Yeah.
Russell today.
Shout out
There
Russell.
was the whole NHB gang and
NHB, yes, yep,
Brigade.
that's right. That was at the beginning of King of the Dot. King of the Dot.
King of the
Organic
Dot.
was one of the
Tory
first.
Lanez.
Tory Lanez
and
was.
Rhymes.
That's right. Even shout out Mayhem Moriarty. Those guys were on YouTube very early as well. I remember them. Heartless G. Wow, that's a name, buddy. I totally forgot about that. That's crazy. Even Camouflage. Camouflage was fairly early.
That man with the contact lenses. What's his name?
Contact
You know
lenses.
what I'm talking about.
Who, Hobson?
Hobson.
Was Hobson early on YouTube?
I think he was.
Yeah.
Hobson was earlier.
Yeah, it's pretty early, yeah. It's pretty early.
I used to watch him on YouTube, you know.
Fucking wow. But sorry, I lost my train of thought. Now 1 second. Let's take a smoke break.
Hey, yo, just letting you all know, the song you guys were talking about on Pluto was Turn on the Lights.
Oh yeah,
Turn on the lights. That was the
exactly.
banger, yeah.
Turn on the lights.
Yeah. And Drake was on Tony Montana. So that song with Tony Montana was putting Toronto on too, which is just a nice circle of things that you guys are talking about.
Wow, really,
yeah.
eh?
Yeah, it was.
That's where his relationship with Future kind of began, I guess. That's early. Excuse me. So, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? That all covered. From Gill To Teyo. Newest project that's out. How long? Five records or 6 records? Excuse me. Oh, 1 second. Let me pull it up.
It's 5.
5 records.
4 with a bonus track.
Here we go, right here. Bleed Through Me, produced by Choni Beats, dropped right before that. So you built a nice hype around that because the video was fire.
Shot by Samurai Films.
Samurai Films.
Quality.
You did the May 23rd intro on there. The May 23rd has a video. Go and check that out, right?
I believe every song except Like Me has a video. My Own has a video. Reminisce has a video.
You're right.
May
You're right.
23rd,
You're right.
and Bleed Through Me, yeah.
You're right. For me, I'll tell you my favorite record right off top is probably Bleed Through Me. Probably Bleed Through Me. I fucking love that record, bro. Something
those
about
tracks.
that shit just makes me like fucking.
Both the last tracks we talked about feature Flaco Loco.
Flaco Loco, shout out to Flaco Loco, big shout out to him. Yeah, that's a fucking guy that you literally fucking brought in and fucking like taught him fucking like a lot of shit. and you like
And look
Yeah.
at him, he's doing his thing now.
he's doing his thing, bro, and risky.
My dog, that's my dog, yo. Me, him, and Carlo together, we make cons. Kings of New School, been rolling with that since like elementary school days
Yes.
as well.
That's right. That's right. I remember that alias, of course.
We've been the Kings of New School.
For me, bro, this is what it is, bro. I think you have an ear, unlike a lot of new cat, and because you've been doing it so long, you can bring up a lot, and you have. You're almost like an A&R and an artist at the same time, bro. Because like the way you've been bringing up those boys and kind of like teaching the guys how to record, how to fucking make music, how to flow, how to stay on beat. Like no disrespect to them at all, because they're great artists in their own right, man. But like I have to give credit where credit is due as a hip hop analysis. Like that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I have to give you that credit. Yeah, bro. Of course. So that's like shout out to them for even doing those, like bringing the shit when it comes to those features, bro. Because Flaco did a huge
At the
fucking.
end of the day, everybody starts somewhere. No matter where they started,
Yeah.
if they continue it, it's their thing. You know what I mean?
Facts.
But yeah,
Now,
like back in the day, I was the one always wanted to do the music and stuff. It was like a.
I know, cause bro, even for me, you almost wanted to put me on, like,
Yeah.
you know,
Anybody that wanted to make music, like, want to make music?
yeah,
Let's do it.
anyone who's down.
Bare people were like, oh wait, let's make a track. And we'll make a track. They're like, I actually the same for me. I'm like,
Yeah,
no problem. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
I remember fucking all kinds of videos that you used to drop. They're not out now, but like they were out there. Like that's what I'm saying. So Teyo's been putting in work,
Facts.
and that's why we had to do this interview to pay him his respect as an artist who's up and coming. And this project is fucking dope.
But yo, we keep 100. I'm kind of cold because someone passed my
Oh,
jacket.
yeah,
It's kind of blur out here.
yeah.
I
So
don't know, fam.
it's a different setup. So
We in Canada. You know
You're
how
right.
it
It's
is.
fucking minus 20 today,
We
yo.
in motherfucking Canada.
Minus 20 outside, guys. You understand?
We ain't outside.
We're not outside, but
we outside. We're
Right.
not outside.
thank you. See, I didn't have to say it. Smoke break.
But yeah, wait. I gotta shout out this. Shout out my nigga Carlo for printing this for me. It's gonna be available to everybody soon. I don't know if y'all can see, but this here says Don. Upside down, it says motherfucking Teyo, nigga.
That's fucking sick.
R.I.P. my nigga Don Teyo.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
The inspiration from Gill To Teyo.
Facts.
Might as well just go off of that right there. Friggin',
Go ahead.
that's what the whole EP has to do with.
Yeah.
May 23rd, 2016, I lost my best friend. I was
Yeah.
actually in Wasega for a video shoot, and my best friend Eric Teller was stabbed. He was an artist as well. He was an amazing artist. He
He's
used
a
to make
fucking fantastic artist.
straight bangers, and
Can spit in Spanish.
yeah, bilingual. And he was actually my brother from the Sandbox. Like, I knew that guy since I was about four years old. And
Fantastic young brother, man. Fantastic young brother.
he used to go by the name Don Teyo, which inspired this whole clothing line. That's gonna be out very soon.
Available for y'all. You know? You know what? You're all fucking right. You know what I'm saying? You have to pay respect where respect is due, and that young brother was amazing, man.
That's where I get my name from, Teyo.
In respects to him.
You know? I
Of
used to go by
course,
Gill To,
and you
change
know
my
what?
name to Teyo.
You know what? That's one thing that I love. I love that you took that name and are kind of bringing it with you to that next stage in your life, bro, and kind of carrying him with you. You know, we love him. Rest in peace. I want to talk about what you have coming up though, because the next EP you're dropping is coming very, very soon, if I'm not correct.
Yep.
How many records is it gonna be? 5 as well?
Probably go 5, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, are you dropping another video before the project comes, or
Maybe. I'll think about it. I don't know, because like the video people are very close to me. I could shoot one, bang it up real quick if I want to, but
Facts,
the plans
facts.
right
I've
now-
seen you do it before.
the plans right now is just drop the EP for people to see and then do the videos and just push it. Because this
Okay.
one, I can't lie, this one is a banger. It's a banger. Every track's a banger.
I'm excited.
I don't want to big myself up, but like.
I've only heard one record. You haven't let me hear nothing. So, ladies and gentlemen, I can't even speak on it because I haven't heard them yet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if I was keeping something from my audience, you know, I don't usually do that. I'll tell you guys if there's some heat, but I haven't heard it yet. So make sure you go and watch the new video. Okay, the link is gonna be in the description box. We're gonna put it right here. I want to thank everybody so much for the love and support that you've been giving this show over the past 2 years now. We've been doing this for a long time, and it's only right that you guys get the respect that you guys deserve, because you guys just keep running those numbers up, and the loyalty is very, very much appreciated. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel, go hit us on IG, Twitter. We are coming to Twitch very soon, probably. You know, we got to do a lot of stuff. But thank you guys so much for sticking with us. That's what's most important. I am Gianni Bravo.
Before you sign out,
Please, I was going to hand it to you right away.
follow me on IG at Teyo World. That's Teyo World.
Here we go.
My
What's your
EP.
Twitter?
All the same.
All the
for-
same? Okay, perfect.
All social media is Teyo World.
We're going to put all the links in the description box for everybody.
And be on the looks for the new EP. I'm telling you, it's fire.
Teyos World coming soon.
Mm.
You already know what it is, man. Gang shit, you funky, fucking